Recently had a Medicaid long-term care planning consultation. One of my Florida clients asked a really interesting question. Essentially, it was, I don't think I'll need care in the next 5 years, so why not gift a significant amount of my money to my daughter, and then after 5 years, it'll be invisible, or if I need money within 5 years, she can always return it. And I want to unpack that a little bit because it's a really interesting thought, and actually I'm not totally opposed to the idea, but I think there's a better way of doing it than just gifting assets straight out to a child or a set of children. So first of all, I want to rewind for a second and talk about what's going on here. So you may or may not know that in Florida and most states, there is a 5-year look-back period. Meaning if you gift assets away before applying for Medicaid long-term care benefits, if you've gifted assets away within 5 years, that will result in a penalty. Depending on the value of all the gifts within 5 years is how you get to the penalty. That's for another video. Anything beyond 5 years is invisible and allowed, and Medicaid's fine with it, and they're not even entitled to know about it. So there's this instinct for people who think they might need long-term care but don't need it just yet. Let's just give something away to the kids now and wait 5 years and we'll be fine. My problem with that is when you give money or any asset outright to one or more of your children, anything that's a threat to your children's money is now a threat to your money, right? If they have their own creditors, now they can touch your money, right? They can grab your money. If they get divorced, maybe half of it goes to the ex. What if they pass away, right? Then whatever their will or trust says is where that money will go. Typically, it's to the next generation further down, not back to the parents, although it can certainly be structured that way. So instead of dealing with all of that risk, because again, when you've gifted money away, the way you cure the gift is you can have that money returned. My suggestion would be to have that money set aside in a special type of trust where the money can just sit there, right? And it can be invested and it can grow, and we can structure this trust in a way where it is considered a gift, meaning if we get beyond 5 years, it's invisible as far as Medicaid is concerned. And if, God forbid, something happens within 5 years, the money can always be returned. But if it's in a trust that's being invested, only that the trust can keep any gains on that investment and only return the principal, meaning whatever was gifted away, that number is what has to be returned, right? So we don't have to pay back the invested part also, or the gains on the investment as well. So it's a smarter way of doing it, because putting it into a special needs trust is a way to make sure that it's protected from any abuse or loss or threat that would exist if you just gave it outright to a child. So we can eliminate all that risk, and there's no Medicaid payback requirement when we do it. And if you get beyond the 5 years, it's invisible. A little bit, you can have your cake and eat it too. So if you're interested more in advanced Medicaid planning, where you want to get some money out of your name so it's invisible as far as Medicaid is concerned in 5 years, these are the sort of things that we'll be talking about. Now, most of my clients can't wait 5 years. They don't want Medicaid right now. They don't want Medicaid yesterday. So then we're not talking about irrevocable trusts or essentially what I've been talking about in this video. We have other tools at our disposal. So hope that helps. If you're anywhere in the state of Florida and would like to talk about this further, please set up a consultation. We'd love to walk you through how we get our clients access to very valuable benefits to help pay for care at home or in a facility. Thank you very much.